Good evening. Welcome to this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show. My name is Leon Jones. Today is Tuesday, September 13th, 2016. Tune into the 411 Talk Zone radio show every Saturday from 12 to 2 on Blog Talk Radio. Call the number is 215-383-5785. If you like my videos, please share and subscribe to this channel so I can give you the quality information for educational purposes from a professional, mature perspective. Also, my disclaimer, this channel is not for the emotional or dramatic personnel. If you come to my channel, please be respectful. Also, if you have a business or a topic that you would like for me to discuss on YouTube, Blog Talk Radio, please email me, lej6521@gmail.com. Also, please feel free to comment. Make sure your comments are pithy, no bloviating, if you wish to opine. Now, on to the topic. Since we are doing business, I'll talk to you about something very important. So this video is going to be titled Types of Business Insurance. Now, why do you need insurance? Well, every business is going to suffer risk at some time, whether it's an injury, fall, natural disaster, or even a fire or burglary. So, I'm going to give you an overview of 6 types of insurance for your business. Now, some businesses may have more than one type. Let me give you an example. If you are a pharmaceutical business, you may have property insurance, general liability insurance, or product liability insurance. Moving on to the first type of insurance. No business should go one day without general liability insurance. This type of policy covers the business in the case of a claim, lawsuit that arises from injuries, accidents, or negligence. Covered claims may include bodily injury, personal injury, property damage, slander, or false advertisement. The insurance provider covers all covered expenses, including legal representation, except for punitive damages. Product liability insurance. The company makes, sells, or distributes a product that can be held liable for its safety. Now, product liability insurance covers claims that arise from defects that may cause injury or harm. Coverage shall vary, and that depends on the type of product that's made. For example, a pharmaceutical company is exposed to a higher liability risk than a clothing manufacturer. The third type of insurance is professional liability insurance. Now, this is what I have for my business: quality insurance or quality control inspection services. You have to have insurance, particularly if you're an engineer, a doctor, and this is for professionals that are in my realm. Okay, now this type of liability policy is also known as E&O, which is errors and omissions insurance, and is most often purchased by businesses that provide professional services. Again, engineers, doctors, lawyers, accountants, and so on. It covers the professional business owner for malpractice, errors, or negligent in the services provided to customers. Now, some states require certain professions, such as doctors and lawyers and engineers, to carry this type of policy. Fourth one is property insurance. Now, commercial property insurance policies are available for businesses to operate out of commercial buildings. These policies cover loss, damage to company property because of theft, fire, smoke, wind, hail, vandalism, and other covered events. Now, company property is usually defined as buildings, equipment, documents, business interruptions, lost income, and money. A home-based business can purchase similar coverage in addition to their homeowner's policy. Now, in some cases, riders can be added to a traditional homeowner's policy to cover certain losses, but it's generally not as extensive as having separate coverage. The fifth type is workman's compensation. Now, most of us know what it is, but if you don't, I'm going to give you the definition and what type of insurance workman's comp is. Now, any business that hires employees outside of the owner's immediate family should purchase a workman's compensation policy. In fact, most states require this coverage. Now, if an employee is injured on a job, the policy covers their medical expenses and losses of income. In this case of permanent disability, a workman's compensation policy can provide benefits until the employee reaches a retirement age. Most business owners, however, aren't required to cover themselves or workers in their immediate family. Now, if they opt out of coverage for themselves, they should look into personal disability insurance. Rates are based on hours worked and the average industry rate for a specific injury. Now, for example, residential construction workers who work on roofs are rated higher than those who install interior trim because of the increased chances of falls from high work areas. Construction workers who are also doing masonry work, they work with scaffolding. Construction workers who are installing wires, air and wind, on high elevated buildings or skyscrapers. Commercial auto insurance. It's close to being the same as personal auto insurance, but you are taking your vehicle and you're putting it in a company name. So if a business uses vehicles in the normal course of business, they will require commercial auto insurance. Now, in addition to covering personal injury and property damage, commercial auto insurance covers the business for loss of use in the case of an accident. That means if you get in an accident with that company vehicle, you will not be able to use it, but the insurance can cover the cost to get the vehicle serviced before putting it back in use for business operations. Last, we have, I call it my miscellaneous umbrella policies. This is where your BOPs, which is your business owner's policy, which your BOP is basically, you can say it's a property insurance policy and a general liability policy wrapped up in one, because it covers your computers, your home, and it also covers, let's say if somebody's going to enter your home and you have a stairwell, someone falls. It covers the general liability part when it comes to slips, trips, and falls. So that being said, the umbrella policy is a catch-all for everything that slips through or exceeds limits of any other policy. These policies are relatively inexpensive, but they require business owners to purchase the maximum limits on all other policies. Now, the maximum limits vary. Some have 500,000, 500,000, 500,000, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 2 million, and so on. But nevertheless, one of the most important parts of any business is you must be insured. We live in a litigious society. Therefore, there is going to be a time claim will be filed against your business. If you don't have insurance, you will be sued as an individual. You might not be able to afford to pay that lawsuit. Now, caution, just like car insurance. You have too many claims on your insurance, you become a high risk. Therefore, your insurance company may drop you from their policy, and if you seek another policy, the cost will be greater. So you want to keep your claims down to a minimum. Also, see how much insurance you need. If you have a small business, start off with a minimum $500,000, $500,000. Now that depends on what type of business you're operating. Now, I found this information. It's good information. Go to www.businessinsurance.org/types of business insurance. Again, that's www.businessinsurance, it's one word, .org/types of business insurance. That is my commentary for this edition of the 401 Talk Zone radio show. Until next time, my name is Leon Jones. Just remember to be gentle and respectful to each other. Have a wonderful and blessed evening.